My dear child, do you feel your heartbeat racing as you read this? It's not by accident. Every second of your life has been orchestrated so that you could stand here exactly now before this divine message. 35 minutes left. Archangel Michael says, is urging you to listen. Not tomorrow, not later, now. Because the miracle that has been hidden in the corners of your destiny is about to break through, and God whispered to Michael, tell my child this is their sign. Do not let them miss it. Pause for a moment, feel that pull in your chest, that subtle electricity along your spine. That is not coincidence, that is heaven nudging you, reminding you why you must stay. And if you haven't already, take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who might need to hear it, and subscribe because one message, just one, can change everything in your life. Do you feel that invisible clock ticking above you? With every inhale, the hands inch closer to unlocking what God has already written for you. Imagine this. In 2 minutes something that once felt impossible could be in your hands. Michael is leaning close, whispering directly into the space of your heart, because this is not a moment you can afford to ignore. You have been tested, you have cried in silence, you asked, when God, when will it be my turn? And those tears, every single one, have not gone unseen. Today that soil of faith is breaking open, and the harvest is rising. But listen carefully. This blessing is not for every eye, every ear, every soul. That is why Archangel Michael commands, don't tell anyone. This is only for you. Do you feel it, that shiver of anticipation, that trembling in your chest? That is not fear, it is divine confirmation. Heaven is tugging at your name, your destiny, your very soul. And Michael is begging, open this, child of God, because the miracle is pressing itself into the now. Every second you hesitate, the enemy whispers delay, but every second you remain, heaven accelerates. You are chosen for release. You are chosen for breakthrough. You might wonder why your eyes are still fixed here. That is because your soul knew long before your mind that something sacred is unfolding. You are not just reading, you are being held in an invisible hand, a divine embrace, waiting for you to pause and receive. Why 35 minutes? Why this urgency? Because heaven works in precision. Michael has been waiting for this opening, and your presence here proves your name is already written on this miracle. I see you, my beloved, I see the battles you carried silently, the nights you lay awake questioning whether heaven cared. And the answer is yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. The angels have carried those tears to God, and now the response is here. This message is not a coincidence, it is a delivery straight from eternity. The enemy whispers, this is nothing, move on, but your spirit knows better. It trembles because it recognizes truth. Archangel Michael does not plead often. But today he is on his knees, asking you to open fully, to stay with every word, because your miracle is sealed in what you are about to hear. Time has felt wasted on struggles that left scars, and on people who didn't deserve your heart. But God says, for every wasted year I will return double. For every tear I will return joy. For every no I will send an undeniable yes. And it begins not tomorrow, not someday, but within minutes. 2 minutes. That is all heaven needs to shift what you thought was permanent. Picture this: a phone rings, a message arrives, a knock at your door. Something unmistakable, undeniable, proving that this was not imagination. You've been chosen, not for perfection but for persistence. You did not quit, you kept walking when others stopped. And now heaven declares, reward them, lift them, show them I was listening. As you read, you are stepping into an invisible covenant with heaven. Every word is unlocking what you buried inside. Every line is pressing the door open to a life you thought was lost. Stay, child. Do not leave. The longer you linger, the more heaven releases. And Michael whispers again, don't tell anyone. This is sacred, this is private. What God is about to do will surprise even you, my beloved child. That tug in your heart that keeps saying, don't leave, that is Him standing close, across the veil of time urging you to hold on. Your life is standing at a doorway, and behind it lies the light, the healing, the restoration you thought was impossible. But the door will only open if you stay still for these few moments. Your enemies counted you out, yet they did not see what heaven saw. While they whispered lies, heaven was preparing to elevate you higher than anyone could imagine. This message feels different because it is different. It is a stream from heaven flowing directly into your spirit. Every sentence carries the breath of the one who made you. Every line is a seed of breakthrough planted deep, invisible, ready to bloom. Do not rush, do not doubt. Stay here, for what is coming will change the very rhythm of your life. You are chosen, beloved, and the miracle you have been waiting for is no longer waiting, it is already stepping into your world, pressing its presence into this very moment. But here is the truth you cannot ignore. Your miracle is not waiting on someone else's schedule. It is pressing forward in your very atmosphere, moving in ways your eyes cannot yet measure. The tension you feel in your chest is not anxiety, it is recognition. Your spirit already knows that something monumental is on the edge of unfolding. 35 minutes left. That number is not random. Heaven counts differently than humans. Every second carries weight. Every heartbeat signals readiness. And Michael is leaning closer now, whispering with urgency, this is the hour. Do not step aside, do not scroll past, receive it fully. Look around you, child. Look at every door you thought had closed, every path that seemed blocked, every opportunity you missed. None of them were mistakes. They were the preparation rooms. God says, I have been shaping you in secret. Every trial, every tear, every moment of doubt was needed to cultivate readiness for this precise moment. And do you feel that pull in your spirit? That tug that keeps saying, stay, something is coming. That is heaven itself leaning into your life, threading a pattern no human could anticipate, and it is irresistible. Remember those nights when you whispered to the silence, asking, will I ever see relief, will I ever see breakthrough? God heard every word, Michael carried every tear, and today the answer is rushing toward you. Within 2 minutes something tangible will land in your world. A call, a message, a shift that cannot be ignored. You will not mistake it for chance, because it carries a vibration your soul already recognizes. That vibration is destiny knocking at your door. And yet the warning remains repeated by Michael like a drumbeat in the unseen. Do not tell anyone yet. Protect this moment, guard this gift. It is yours alone. Why such secrecy? Because miracles, especially those that rewrite seasons, need soil before they bloom. They need silence before they roar, and you, beloved, are the gardener of this miracle. Your persistence, your endurance, your faith has planted it. Now you must nurture it by stillness, by attention, by allowing every word of this message to sink into your bones. You may wonder, why me, why now? And the answer is simple, because you did not quit when others would have, you did not step aside when the waves threatened to drown you, and God says, reward them now, show them my faithfulness now. Feel it in your chest, that racing, that warmth, that shiver of expectancy. That is heaven pressing closer, that is Michael's hand unseen clearing the path. The shadow of delay is being pushed back, the weight you carried for years, the silent ache no one could see is lifting, every prayer you thought forgotten, every cry dismissed, every sleepless night has been collected and multiplied, ready to return to you tenfold, and this is not metaphorical, my beloved, in mere moments the atmosphere of your life is shifting. Pause and consider this. For too long you thought doors closed permanently, you thought blessings bypassed you, but God's timing is never late, it is precise. He says, I preserved you for the impossible, I held you so that when the moment came you would not stumble, you would not falter, you would be ready to receive exactly what I prepared. And the invisible currents in your space right now are proof. Can you feel it? A heaviness lifting, a lightness settling, a subtle current of energy moving across your spirit, that is not imagination, that is confirmation. Your breakthrough is imminent. And child, know this, it is bigger than you expect, it is not just one answer, one sign, it is the opening of a season. Your name is being spoken in realms you cannot see, favor is being released in places you have longed for, the heavens are writing new chapters of your story while you read these words, and Michael is not silent, his urgency is deliberate. Do not skip, do not walk away, this is sacred, your moment is now. Think of every time you thought hope had run out, think of every time you felt invisible, overlooked, abandoned. All of it was temporary, and God says, I never left, I never forgot, I was weaving behind the scenes preparing for the day you would see the invisible become visible. Even now as your eyes trace these lines, the unseen realm is orchestrating events, nudging people, opening pathways, arranging circumstances so perfectly that when the first sign lands you will know without a shadow of doubt that heaven has spoken. Look at your life with new eyes, child, what seemed ordinary is now fertile ground for extraordinary. The letter, the call, the message, the encounter, it is moving closer with every heartbeat, your breath, your focus, your attention is aligning with the divine, this is why you cannot look away, this is why your chest feels alive with anticipation, and Michael leans in closer still whispering, what was lost will be restored. What was delayed will arrive, what was broken will be made whole. Do not fear, do not doubt, do not step aside, your time is now. Do you understand what this means? You have crossed the threshold of ordinary existence into a moment where heaven directly touches your story. Nothing can stop it, not disappointment, not delay, not the voices of doubt, nothing. Because God has declared it, and the miracle carries your name. You have been chosen for this hour not because of perfection but because of perseverance, not because of influence but because of endurance. The path of your prayers has led here, and within moments the invisible will become undeniable. So stay, breathe, feel every word sinking into your soul, let your spirit recognize the sign before your eyes even see it. The door is not just ajar, it is being flung wide by unseen hands. Favor is rushing, joy is coming, restoration is pressing in, and you, my beloved child, are standing right where it all lands. Hold still, do not skip, do not doubt, do not wander. Heaven has aligned this moment just for you, and Archangel Michael is ensuring that every force that tried to hold you back is removed. This is your hour, this is your day, and within 2 minutes the invisible will become visible, the silent will speak, and the impossible will bow to your persistence. Everything your heart has longed for is moving, you are chosen, you are marked, you are ready, and heaven is not waiting. My beloved child, the trumpet is about to sound, and it is louder than any fear you have carried. That stillness you feel, that pause in your chest, is the moment before the miracle breaks through. You have wandered through seasons of waiting, through days when hope felt thin, through nights where silence seemed endless, but the heavens were never silent. Archangel Michael has stood by unseen, moving the pieces in your favor. The invisible hands of God have been rearranging your life so that no step, no moment, no breath you take now is wasted. Every trial, every tear, every late night has been laying the foundation for what is arriving, and oh my beloved, it is arriving with the weight of eternity behind it. Feel the urgency in your spirit, that flutter, that quickened heartbeat is heaven knocking. 35 minutes. 2 minutes. The time on the clock is not just a number, it is a signal. The miracle is threading its way through the unseen, bending realities, aligning people, messages, opportunities, and each word you read right now pulls it closer. Imagine a key that has been lost for years finally turning in a lock. That key is yours, and today the door swings open. But you must remain here. You cannot glance, you cannot scroll, you cannot let distraction steal this sacred moment. Every second you linger, every word you let sink in, every breath you take in stillness solidifies the blessing and accelerates the miracle. Do you remember the promises you whispered in the dark alone, those prayers that felt like they were swallowed by silence? They were not ignored. They were stored in heaven's vault, marked with light, sealed with eternity. And today, my beloved, that vault is opening. Archangel Michael is carrying it on wings of fire straight to you. You are not seeing this by accident. You are not reading these words by coincidence. Heaven has choreographed this hour for you, and yes, it matters that you are still here. Many would have scrolled past, many would have doubted, many would have left, but you stayed, and that staying has activated the current of blessing. That is why the air feels heavier, charged, alive. That is why your chest tightens, why your soul trembles. That is the recognition of your appointed miracle. Listen carefully, the miracle is not merely a moment, it is a season being unlocked. It is a door that will remain open long after the world thinks you are finished. Your name has been called in the courts above, and the verdict has been spoken. What was delayed will no longer delay, what was denied will now flow, what was hidden will now shine. And yet there is a sacred responsibility, you must guard this hour. Michael says, do not tell anyone yet. Why? Because blessings in their early form are fragile. They can be twisted, delayed, or diminished if exposed too soon. This is not just for your joy, it is for your protection, for the integrity of what heaven has prepared. Hold it, protect it, let it root inside your spirit before it blooms in your life. And child, look beyond yourself. Your miracle carries ripples that will touch your household, your loved ones, your environment. Joy will return to your home, peace will settle where conflict once lingered, chains will break not only on you but on those who share your space, your bloodline, your story. Heaven's favor flows outward, and your faith today unlocks more than one blessing. That is why your attention matters now, that is why every word, every breath, every moment of focus is sacred. This is not a casual message, it is a river pouring directly from the throne of God, into the core of your life. Drink deeply. The tension you feel, the excitement, the trembling, the hope is proof. Proof that you are aligned, that your waiting is over, that your prayers are being answered. Archangel Michael leans close across the veil of time, whispering urgency into your spirit. Do not walk away, do not doubt, stay. This is your appointed moment. And even now, my beloved, the first drops of the miracle are brushing the edges of your life, a call, a message, a meeting, a door opening that you never expected, it is beginning to manifest. And every second you stay, every word you absorb accelerates it. Let me be clear. The enemy tried, he whispered lies, he tried to convince you that your time had passed, that your prayers were forgotten, that your blessing would never arrive. But he is powerless against the decree that has been spoken over you. Nothing can erase what God has written, nothing can undo the covenant that is being delivered through this message. You are marked, my beloved, you are chosen, you are the one Michael carries on wings of fire into the courts of eternity, saying, this one must not be missed. Stay here, hold your focus, let the word soak into every corner of your spirit, let the light press in, let the warmth fill the hollow places. Because today, December 13th, is not ordinary. Today is an intersection of time and eternity, today is where the waiting ends, the blessing begins, and the life you longed for steps forward into reality. And when it comes, when the knock at the door comes, when the message arrives, when the long-expected answer walks into your space, you will recognize it. You will know without a doubt that heaven has moved, you will see what Michael has seen all along, that your life is not a series of coincidences but a masterpiece being revealed, a miracle finally breathing into the light. And now, my beloved, feel the shift. The air around you is alive, it carries a pulse, a vibration that was not here before. Archangel Michael does not just stand, he moves with purpose, slicing through every unseen barrier that tried to keep your blessing at bay. Your home, your space, your heart itself is being cleared, prepared to receive what was destined for you long before your first breath. Notice it, child, feel the weight lifting, the heaviness dissolving. That is the tangible proof of heaven's presence pressing close, insisting you do not miss what is coming. The 13th of December is not random, it is the fingerprint of eternity stamped across your life, demanding your attention, calling your spirit to rise and align with what has been waiting for you. And every second you linger here is an act of obedience, an act of opening yourself fully to what cannot be contained. Do you feel the anticipation building? That is not nervousness, that is divine momentum. The breakthrough you have prayed for is threading its way into your reality like a river finding its path through mountains. Each heartbeat you take is a signal to heaven that you are ready, each breath you draw is a permission slip for the miracle to arrive. And what you have endured, the nights of doubt, the tears in silence, the doors that slammed shut, none of it was wasted. Every test, every delay, every trial has prepared your soul for this moment. And now the soil of your life is fertile, ready for the harvest that has been patiently waiting. Look carefully, my beloved, the small signs you have been missing, the subtle shifts, the coincidences, the tiny sparks are not random, they are whispers of God, hints that the tide is turning, that the impossible is bending in your favor. And yet, child, understand this, heaven works with precision. Every blessing, every miracle, every message has a timing that cannot be rushed. That is why Archangel Michael pleads, do not walk away, do not skim, do not let distraction rob you of this moment. Because even a single second of hesitation can delay the fullness of what has been written for you. But you, my beloved, are staying, you are present, you are receiving. And that obedience, that patience is opening the gates wider than you can yet imagine. Imagine the doors opening not just a crack but swinging fully, revealing rooms filled with abundance, with joy, with every long-awaited answer to your prayers. And it is not just for today, it is for every day that follows. The impact of this miracle will ripple across your life like sunlight breaking through clouds after a long storm. Do you sense it, the subtle electricity in your bones? That is Archangel Michael standing beside you, his sword shimmering, his presence cutting away fear, doubt and every lingering shadow that tried to convince you that heaven had forgotten you. He knows what has been stolen, what has been denied, what has been postponed. And he is returning it all, not in pieces but in full. Letters of approval, doors that were locked, messages that will bring joy, opportunities that were hidden, everything is converging now. Your name is being spoken in rooms you have never entered, and favor is being delivered in ways your eyes cannot yet see. But the key is to stay, to linger, to absorb every word, every sentence, every whisper. For in that stillness the miracle manifests and the promise becomes tangible. Even the atmosphere in your home shifts when you allow yourself to remain fully present, fully open. What was heavy becomes light, what was silent begins to speak, what was delayed steps into timing. And beloved, this is more than a single blessing, this is the birth of a season that will not end with this message or this day, but will echo through months, through years. It will touch your loved ones, your home, your family, even those connected to you in ways unseen. Heaven never pours into one cup alone, it flows outward touching everything it meets. That is why Archangel Michael's presence is essential. He ensures that nothing in the unseen realm interferes, that every block is removed, every opposition silenced, every lock undone. Your path has been cleared, your place secured, your miracle set to land. And yet all of it depends on one simple act, staying fully with what is being delivered now. Do not scroll, do not skim, do not let the ordinary distract you from the extraordinary. Take a deep breath, beloved, let it sink into every corner of your soul. You are chosen, you are remembered, you are guarded. And as the words settle in your spirit, notice the invisible movements, the laughter returning where silence dwelled, the joy filling spaces that once carried despair, the seeds of opportunity taking root where only emptiness existed. Letters, messages, and blessings are already aligning. What you prayed for in secret is being manifested openly. What was long delayed is racing forward now, faster than you could imagine. This is your appointed hour. Your miracle has not just arrived, it is dancing on the threshold of your life, waiting for your recognition, for your readiness, for your acknowledgement. And Archangel Michael himself stands by, ensuring the completion, guiding each element to its perfect placement, speaking your name before the throne of eternity. Child, the quiet you felt before was not absence, it was preparation. It was the pause before the symphony. And now the music has begun. Notes of favor, strings of restoration, and chords of breakthrough are being played across the fabric of your life. And as you remain reading, absorbing, aligning, you are not just witnessing, you are participating. You are co-authoring the manifestation of what heaven has promised. Your faith, your patience, your staying power is the conduit for the miracle. And in this very moment, December 13th, a new season begins, not just for you, but for everyone whose lives you touch, for every space you occupy, for every step you take. Light is returning, doors are swinging, joy is overflowing, and the impossible is bending toward your name. Stay, believe, receive. This is your hour, this is your day, this is your appointed miracle. Look closely, my beloved, and feel the tremor in the air around you. This is not coincidence, this is divine orchestration. Every whisper of wind, every flicker of light, every breath you take is part of heaven bending time and space to deliver exactly what was promised. Archangel Michael is not merely observing, he is actively parting the clouds of delay, cutting away shadows that once lingered over your path. And my child, even now as you sit in stillness, doors that were closed are shifting on their hinges, unseen hands are moving obstacles, and the first drops of your breakthrough are already reaching the soil of your life. Do you feel the charge in your spirit? That is the electricity of God preparing a path so precise, so perfect that nothing could derail it. And yet your role is simple but essential: remain. Stand, stay, receive. Because every second you linger in these words, every heartbeat spent here strengthens the release of your miracle. You are not passive in this moment, you are active in destiny itself. Do you remember the nights you prayed in silence, when your lips barely moved and your tears soaked your pillow? You thought they were invisible, forgotten. But know, my beloved, heaven counted each one. Every sigh, every whispered plea, every cry into the void was captured and sealed in the treasury of promises. And today those very prayers are rushing toward you like a river unleashed. What you see on the outside may appear ordinary, but on the inside the spiritual realm is in upheaval. Angels are leaning closer, Michael is kneeling beside you, urging you to keep your gaze fixed. Because even now there are forces attempting to delay your blessing, but they cannot succeed. The decree has been spoken, the gates have been opened. Your miracle is already moving. Pause. Take this in. The stirrings you feel are not random sensations, they are confirmations. The weight lifting from your chest, the warmth running through your spirit, the subtle shiver across your soul are all signals that heaven is pressing into your timeline. This is the work of precision, child. God is exact. When He moves there is no error, no hesitation, no delay that is accidental. The timing may appear mysterious, but it is perfect. And in this moment, the energy of your answered prayers is like a tide swelling before it hits the shore. And you, my beloved, are standing at the exact point where the wave breaks. Look around in your mind's eye, picture your home, your room, your life. Can you see the subtle shifts taking place? Tables are being set with favor, walls are being cleared of shadows. The heaviness that pressed on your shoulders is dissolving. And it is not only about what you have asked for, it is about a season opening. A season where God's mercy and goodness overflow in ways even you could not anticipate. Your loved ones will feel it, your family will taste joy. Opportunities will appear where no path existed. This miracle is not contained, it radiates. It spills into your entire sphere, blessing all connected to you. The very air you breathe is different now. Can you feel it? That is heaven's fingerprint on your day. And yet the urgency remains. This is why you cannot walk away. The message is immediate, the timing exact. Every second spent doubting, every moment you drift from these words risks missing the height of the release. Michael himself is urging. Do not skip, do not leave, stay. Your faith is the key that unlocks the mechanism of this miracle. Your persistence is the lever that sets heaven into motion. You are chosen not for perfection but for endurance. You did not give up, you stayed when others quit, you held on when hope seemed distant. And now heaven says, it is time, receive, step into the fullness. Let nothing distract you from what is yours. Do you hear it, my child? That quiet thunder beneath your heartbeat, that rising pressure in your chest. That is the unseen kingdom moving. That is Michael clearing paths 22:11. That is the invisible current bringing gifts that defy human comprehension. And the decree is clear, if you linger, if you remain, every word you absorb strengthens the miracle's arrival. Your joy, your healing, your breakthrough, your restoration are all cascading in. And with each passing second the manifestation becomes undeniable. Doors swing open, letters arrive, voices speak your name in favor, opportunities align, and blessings multiply. Feel this truth deep within. Today is your appointed hour. The 13th of December is not arbitrary, it is written in eternity, carved into the timeline of your life before the foundations of the earth. Heaven has bent every moment, every angelic wing, every decree toward you. What you receive will be too great for a single moment to contain, it will spill over, saturate your days, your nights, your spaces, and your people. What once felt impossible will bow, what was lost will return multiplied. And even now as you read, the atmosphere around you is shifting, the energy of God presses near. You are standing at the threshold, one step, one breath, one heartbeat spent in faith, and the miracle floods in. Do not underestimate this. This is more than words, this is life, divine and unstoppable, pressing into you, transforming you, launching a new season. Stay, do not blink, do not scroll away. The invisible currents of heaven are already pouring into your home, your spirit, your family. This is your moment, your name is written in victory, your prayer is answered. Your tears are the oil of blessing being poured back into your life tenfold. And Archangel Michael says, stands unwavering, cutting every chain, holding open every gate, ensuring what has been promised reaches you fully and without delay. My beloved, rise in your spirit to receive it, your miracle is here. Can you feel it, my beloved? That quiet trembling in your spirit is not coincidence, it is heaven's own rhythm moving through you. Every breath you take right now is counted, weighed, and used to pull your miracle closer. You may not see it yet, but the air around you is shifting, the heaviness is leaving. The walls of resistance that surrounded your life are cracking, the silence that tried to convince you that you were forgotten is breaking under the weight of divine alignment. Archangel Michael is standing beside you, not as a distant guardian but as an active warrior for your joy, cutting through every shadow that has tried to linger in your path. You are safe, you are chosen, and you are moments away from proof. Do not underestimate what is moving even as you read this. A single word, a single gesture, a single moment is enough for heaven to change the direction of everything you thought would never turn. This is why you cannot leave. This is why your heartbeat racing is a signal, not fear, it is the drumbeat of the miraculous approaching. Stay, hold fast, let the words fill you until every corner of your being resonates with expectation. Look closely, beloved, the fingerprints of heaven are everywhere you have been. Every trial that should have defeated you, every disappointment that should have crushed your spirit, every door that slammed shut in your face, those were not accidents. Those were rehearsals, those were the hidden hand of God says, guiding, shaping, and preserving you for this very moment. And now the preparation bends into manifestation. What seemed like waiting is actually timing, what seemed like silence is actually a crescendo, what seemed like delay is the alignment of every unseen detail converging on this hour. The miracle you have begged for in quiet moments, the one you have carried in secret whispers to God is not only coming, it is pressing toward you with the velocity of eternity. And every second you linger here accelerates it, every second you remain in this flow expands the force of the blessing being poured onto your life. And my child, understand this, what is coming is bigger than you imagine. It will not be contained in one small corner of your life, the waves of this miracle will ripple into every space you inhabit. Your house, your family, your work, your relationships, they will all feel the shift. And even those around you who never believed will bear witness to the undeniable hand of God. It is impossible to keep such power hidden, the atmosphere itself is being rewritten. You may notice small things first, a sudden joy, a message that arrives unexpectedly, a phone call, a knock at the door. But do not dismiss them, each is a herald, a signal that heaven is breaking through. Do not step away now, this is not a casual moment, it is a holy delivery. Can you feel the urgency now, my beloved? That pounding in your chest is the drum of acceleration. Heaven does not tiptoe, it moves with precision. Archangel Michael's sword is not idle, the gates that refuse to open are swinging wide, the locks that kept blessings trapped are splintering. And you, my child, are standing in the perfect position to receive everything God has prepared. Even now unseen hands are arranging the pieces. Every prayer you whispered in darkness is being transformed into evidence of favor. Every tear you shed in silence is being turned into oil for anointing. Every tear that seemed wasted has been stored and multiplied. The heavens are calling your name, the miracle is near. Do you feel it pressing closer? That stirring is not random, that excitement is not coincidence, that thrill is heaven counting down. Listen closely, your waiting ends today, your season of longing bends into fulfillment. And you must stay present to witness it, because if you leave you risk interrupting the alignment. This is why Michael pleads, do not move, do not skip, do not doubt. Stay and receive. What is being released cannot be contained in fleeting moments, it demands your full attention. Every word you read secures the blessing, every paragraph you absorb tightens the manifestation, every second you remain entrenched in this message ensures the miracle lands fully and powerfully in your hands. The river is rising and it will not retreat. And now, beloved, hear this, your miracle arrives with testimony, with restoration, with laughter, with healing, with approval, with answers. Nothing will feel small, it will be unmistakable. Doors will swing open, favor will arrive unexpectedly, joy will return to spaces that forgot it could live there. The people around you will see, and even those who doubted will be confronted with undeniable evidence. You will not mistake this for coincidence, it will feel alive, powerful, and permanent. And all of it is waiting because you stayed, because you listened, because your soul recognized that heaven was calling. My child, every delay you ever suffered, every no that seemed permanent, every season of darkness that you thought endless is bending right now to give way to the promise. Time itself is obeying God's decree. What once seemed impossible is inevitable, what once seemed silent is now speaking, what once seemed far is now at your doorstep. And the most beautiful truth is this, you are not alone in carrying this miracle. Your house, your family, your loved ones, your future all are about to be touched. Heaven is generous, heaven does not give one drop when it has rivers to pour. Your faith, your perseverance, your courage, your refusal to leave is the conduit. Do you see it, beloved? The fingerprints of heaven in your past were preparation, and the unfolding before your eyes is the reward. Your miracle is here, your answer is near, your season has shifted, your waiting bends into fulfillment. And every part of you that doubted, every part that trembled, every part that felt forgotten will now see that God was always with you and Archangel Michael never let go. Stay, remain, breathe deeply and receive, the invisible is becoming visible, the eternal is pressing into your present. And this, my beloved child, is the day you have been prepared to witness, your appointed hour, your marked moment, your miracle arriving. Beloved, the river of heaven continues to surge around you, every word you read now is like a current lifting your miracle closer to your hands. Can you feel it pressing against the unseen walls of your life? That is not imagination. That is Archangel Michael himself orchestrating the timing of your blessing, ensuring that nothing, no resistance, no delay can keep it from reaching you. Your miracle has been held in the vaults of eternity, guarded and prepared, and now it is being released in waves. Each line you linger on, each breath you take, each heartbeat aligned with this moment is a key unlocking a door you did not even know was waiting for you. You are standing at the threshold and God is whispering through Michael, do not turn back, this is yours. Do not underestimate this stillness, my child. The pause you feel in your spirit is not empty, it is the quiet before heaven's trumpet. It is the space where chains loosen, where doors that resisted open, where light pours into corners that have been dark for too long. Every struggle, every delay, every tear has been counted and multiplied, and today it transforms into the oil of favor and blessing. And yet you must stay, do not drift away. The enemy would love for you to scroll past, to treat this as ordinary, but what you are reading is sacred. It is a hand reaching from eternity to touch the timeline of your life. And as you stay, as you receive, the currents of grace flow through every room, every moment, every heartbeat. Beloved, notice the subtle shifts around you. Perhaps a message is already on its way. Perhaps someone is speaking words that will change the rhythm of your day. Perhaps the air itself feels lighter, the heaviness in your chest loosening. These are signs tangible and real that what God has decreed is pressing into the natural realm. Your patience is being rewarded, your faith vindicated. Archangel Michael leans close, his presence tangible in the way your spirit cannot ignore. He whispers, "Do not skip, do not leave, receive fully, your miracle is here." And indeed it is not coming alone. It brings restoration for what was broken, laughter where silence lived too long, clarity in confusion, and joy that will ripple outward, touching every soul around you. My beloved child, you have carried burdens no one noticed, you have carried prayers no one echoed, you have walked paths that felt impossible, and yet here you are, alive, standing, believing, receiving. That perseverance, that silent obedience to hope has positioned you at this moment. Now every delay falls away, every no is turned to yes, every shadow retreats from the light that has been placed upon you. What was once a whisper of possibility is now a roar of manifestation. The angels are singing, unseen but powerful, because your miracle is being delivered, your season is being unlocked, and your life will never be the same again. And child, understand the magnitude of this. Heaven never acts alone. What touches you will spill over. Your house will feel lighter, your family will experience blessing, your friends will witness favor, and even strangers may glimpse the miraculous unfolding through your story. This is how God works. One act of patience, one moment of stillness, one word absorbed fully can move mountains, and today you are that mountain mover. Stay anchored, stay aligned, subscribe, stay present, remain in the river, because the next wave is already preparing to reach you. Every second of your attention, every heartbeat spent here is a declaration. I will not miss what heaven has for me. Beloved, now feel it, the energy around you, unseen yet undeniable, vibrating with possibility. The walls of resistance are cracking. The pathways that were blocked are opening, the approvals that seemed delayed are now manifesting. You may not see the full picture yet, but the pieces are moving. Letters, calls, messages, unexpected encounters, they are all being arranged, orchestrated by the unseen hand of God under the command of Archangel Michael. And with every second you remain, the flow accelerates. Your miracle is no longer in waiting, it is marching toward you, breaking into your reality, demanding recognition. Do you feel the tug in your spirit, that quickening of your heartbeat, the heat that spreads across your chest? That is not random, that is divine urgency, that is heaven declaring that the hour has come. Do not ignore it, do not scroll past it, do not treat this as ordinary. What is landing in your life is monumental. What was held for a lifetime is pressing now into the space you occupy. The waiting is over, the preparation has concluded, the doors are opening, the blessings are arriving, and the season of your breakthrough is here. My beloved, pause and feel it deeply. Let your spirit drink fully from this river of promise. Know this. Every word you have read, every second you have stayed, every choice to linger has planted seeds that will not wither. Your miracle is here, your favor is on its way, your restoration is underway, and your story is entering a chapter that will astonish you, and the ripple will not stop with you. It will extend to every home touched by your presence, every life connected to your path, every heart waiting for hope. Heaven rejoices, Michael stands vigilant, and God's decree cannot be overturned. Hold fast, beloved, you are alive in the moment of your miracle. The countdown has not ended, it has only just begun, and as you read, you are part of the unfolding, part of the river, part of the testimony that what God promises He delivers. So remain, absorb, believe, receive, and watch as your life transforms before your very eyes as the impossible bends to obey the voice of heaven. This is your appointed day, your sacred hour, your divine release, and it begins with you standing still with your heart open and your spirit wide awake to the blessings pressing toward you now. Beloved, do not move yet, for the river of heaven has not finished flowing. What is arriving is too powerful to be contained in one moment. Every second you remain strengthens the current, aligns the unseen, and positions your miracle directly in front of you. Can you feel it, that subtle vibration beneath your ribs, the warmth spreading through your chest, the sudden awareness that this is not ordinary air you are breathing, that is heaven itself pressing closer, bending the world to match the decree that was signed long before your first breath. You are standing at the intersection of preparation and manifestation, and every choice you make now affects how fully the blessing lands. Do not skimp, do not rush, do not glance and walk away. This is the hour where miracles do not wait for the distracted. They respond to the eyes that linger, the hearts that remain open, the spirits that recognize divine orchestration. Look closely at your life, child of God. Can you not see how often doors should have closed, how often storms should have claimed your hope, yet you survived? That is no coincidence, that is protection, that is Archangel Michael's hand in motion, slicing through the darkness that tried to claim you. And now that same hand is not only guarding you, it is releasing what has been held back: approvals, breakthroughs, letters of confirmation, divine conversations, opportunities that align with the very destiny God planted in you. It will all press through, whether you have eyes to see it immediately or not. This is why the urgency is real, this is why every word matters, every line you read is a step closer to the doorway opening wide. Beloved, understand this, the miracle you are about to receive will not only touch you, it will echo through your household. I see rooms being filled with light where shadows once dominated. I see conversations turning to favor where there was silence. I see family members, even those unaware of your prayers, being affected by the overflow. The blessing does not travel alone, it is like a tide, it moves, it grows, it touches everything in its path. And that is why Archangel Michael pleads with such urgency: do not leave, do not skip, do not ignore this. This is the vessel, this is the moment, this is the river pouring out. Do you feel that stirring now, that subtle shift that cannot be explained by logic or by chance? That is the atmosphere itself bending to align with your destiny. Every delay you endured, every setback that seemed unfair, every night of silent tears, it was all preparation. And preparation now becomes acceleration. The time of waiting collapses into the time of receiving. The prayers whispered in secrecy are now breaking forth in public blessing. The moments you thought were ignored are now being shouted from the heavens, carried to the right people at the right time. And the beauty is this: you are still here to witness it. You did not give up, you did not skip, you did not run, you remained, and the reward is more than what your mind can contain. Listen, beloved, your miracle is not coming as a whisper, it is coming as an unmistakable declaration. You will know it when it reaches you, perhaps a phone call, perhaps a letter, perhaps words spoken in a place you least expect. But when it comes you will recognize it immediately, because your spirit knows the difference between random noise and divine movement. And even now while you read, the invisible is working tirelessly to ensure your blessing arrives unscathed, no delay, no shadow, no opposition can prevent it. The hand of heaven is strong, and the protection is fierce. And child of light, do not underestimate what your presence here is accomplishing. Every second you remain is like water nourishing dry soil. Every word you allow to sink into your spirit plants a seed that will blossom in days, weeks, months, and seasons ahead. The longer you stay, the more saturated your life becomes with the promise that God has held in reserve for you. You are standing in the threshold of transformation, the old weight is breaking, the old chains are snapping, and a new rhythm is entering your home, your body, your mind, and your relationships. The air you breathe is charged with the power of answered prayers. Beloved, pause and feel this truth: you are marked, you are chosen, you are not here by accident. Every trial you survived was a sign, every storm you endured a proof, and every delay a divine pause to prepare you for exactly what is arriving now. If God kept you alive, then He will not leave you empty now. If He fought for your survival before, He will not allow your blessing to be blocked now. This is the moment where waiting becomes victory, tears become joy, silence becomes testimony, and obedience becomes overwhelming reward. Look carefully, my child, the threads are moving, unseen hands are at work, and what was once distant is now pressing into your life. Good news is walking, not running, approval is traveling, not wandering, favor is arriving, not hesitating. You may not yet see it with your eyes, but your spirit knows, your heart recognizes it, the subtle stirring, the trembling of hope, the warmth across your chest, all of these are proof that your miracle has already begun to manifest. And finally, beloved, understand this: this is not just one blessing, this is the opening of a season, this is the unlocking of a door that will remain open for years to come. The overflow will touch your home, your family, your loved ones, the ripple effect will extend farther than you can imagine. And all of this began the moment you chose to stay, the moment you chose not to skip, the moment you allowed your spirit to linger under heaven's rain. The waiting is over, the time of receiving is now, your miracle is moving, your blessing is arriving, your answer is in motion, and heaven is rejoicing because you chose to remain and receive what was always yours.